Good day everyone. Why all these Arabic countries who actually hate Iranian nation, not the government of Iran, but they actually hate Iranian nation. They have always been greedy and jealous of Iranian nation. Why are they being so provoked? And why the US sold as such a strong weapon to Saudi Arabia right before hitting Iran? At the request of Iranian people actually requested Trump to bomb them. Every country, every nation has been brainwashed to not pay attention to the things that they need to pay attention to, and even your algorithm on social media is kind of controlled based on your nation. Even your Google search engine is controlled based on your location. So all this Arabic country profited from Khomeini and RCG being in power because all the oil of Iran was money laundered, was sold through money laundering and black market in Dubai. I have a friend who was a banker and who was at the bank, and he was telling me you would never believe the person who would come here, you would never think that he would deposit such amount of money. So basically they would bring the Iranian oil through Persian Gulf to UAE and put a few drops of UAE oil in it and sell it through the market of UAE to Europe, deposit the money to the UK, and for such low price. So UAE got to reserve their own oil by selling ours at days for such a low price, while finishing ours and getting to keep theirs for the future and profiting in the middle of all of this mess, chaos, and on the table business. Disgusting one at the price of people. And so all these countries are provoked, and Saudi Arabia always wanted to remove Persia. It goes back to the history way long before having black gold oil, anything, from the beginning of the time. That's how Iranian people, they got to be forced to be Muslim. They had to convert to be Muslim because they got one there. They starved Iranian people for 200 years. So it was like, you become Muslim or you die, because they closed the strait, the Gulf, and there was like this Arabian market. And they all got together and they didn't let us have any trading with other countries that we used to have. I'm talking about 1,000 years ago. And I'm going to talk about more in details about that time. In future, I've got to go right now, but these are food for thoughts. Like, we actually need to think about the future of Iran right now, and why these countries are being provoked and they are being armed. And someone long time ago told me there comes a time when US military is not going to be as strong as it used to be, and they want to keep a face. So USA and Trump and needs to keep the face, and Israel needs to keep the face. So they are not going to really destroy Iran. Also, they have promised Iranian people, but that does not mean they're not going to play behind the curtains. And yeah, so that person told me there will come a day that USA military is not going to be as strong as it used to be, and they would pass the war to Arabian countries who they hate Shia. It's going to be religious and like kind of DNA war, because they are always afraid what Iranian they can thrive on, and Iran is a very specific country, and DNA of people are very specific down there, because the country has chosen to be a specific place, and the land is very prosperous compared to all the other countries around there, all of those countries that are sandpits. So yeah, think about it and maybe do something about it.